What luck and blessings will Jupiter going direct bring in for us using the law of attraction? Let's find out. Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Granny B. In today's Law of Attraction Pick a Card Tarot reading, we're reading for Jupiter stationing to go direct. This is a medium-term energy. Jupiter goes retrograde for 4 months, every 13 months or so, and it's generally seen as beneficial, whether it's retrograde or direct. All we're looking at here is a positive shift in positive energies, and you've got to know how well that fits with me. This time, Jupiter has been retrograde since mid-May and stationed direct on the 13th of September. Physically, it's the exact same thing as Mercury going direct. From the perspective of someone standing on the Earth, the planet appears to go backwards in the sky in the retrograde phase, and when it appears to stop in the sky, it's stationing direct until the point where it appears to be moving forwards again when we say it's direct. While Jupiter's retrograde phases don't seem to be as prominent in the collective energy as the inner planets are, I'm seeing some buzz about this. And as you'll know, if you've been with me for a while, I believe that these things only affect us if we believe that they do, and I also believe that tapping into the positive collective energy that's put out there by people who do believe that this affects us can only boost our efforts to feel better. As always, it's a general reading. There'll be parts of each reading that are intended as messages for others who are watching, parts that are going to be relevant to you, and parts that tap into the collective energy. My focus with every reading is, as always, using the law of attraction to manifest positively in our lives. And as usual, I'm going to pull a crystal card for each pile that will give you another way to choose a reading. And I'm going to pull that from Crystals the Stone deck. And I'll give you the name of the crystal here, and I'll read you the interpretation when we get into each reading. So here we go. I have a crystal card for group 1, please. Crystal card. That's it. Crystal card for group 1 is green calcite. Can I have a crystal card for group 2, please? Crystal card for group 2 is Chrysocolla. I have a crystal card for group 3. Crystal card for 3. Crystal card for group 3 is Hematite. Now then, take a nice deep cleansing breath with me. And then pick the pile or the crystal card that you're most drawn to, and then you can go down to the description box or the pinned comment and click on the timestamp there. It'll take you directly to the start of that reading. And we're choosing from pile 1, green calcite, pile 2, Chrysocolla, pile 3, hematite. Group 1, hello, welcome to your reading. Remember, it's a general reading, so take what resonates for you and just let the rest be. And your card is green calcite. Green calcite, what it is, it's the emo, honest to a fault, believes in storybook endings tree hugger of the calcite family. Who needs it? Anyone who finds themselves lost in the forest of doubt without a map? Libras. Where to put it? Against your chest when making important decisions regarding how you want to spend the finite, precious time you have on Earth. When to use it when your heart is asking for something, but you, aren't listening. The heart wants what it wants. The mind wants what it thinks the heart should want. Call on the energy of green calcite to nudge that push and pull in the heart's favour. The mantra is live out your heart's desire. I ask the tea leaf cards to give us the energies around each group coming into Jupiter direct. How is our luck changing here? Spear. Partake over what you no longer have. Oh, that's something you're able to let go of now. That feels like a whack right in the lack energy. You lost something in the past, a lover, something material or money, and you felt the energy of that lost. Now is the time to heal that. Let it or them go. Let the energy of that event go. Okay. Compliments from an admirer. Lucky in love. You know, often the nice things that people say about us are the ones that we disbelieve. The negative feedback, even when it's both unfair and untrue, is so much easier to accept. Accepting that other people are actually saying nice things about us here without motive or agenda. And I think that's a quiet message that gives us an alignment check. Hear the compliments, accept them in the spirit in which they're offered. Key, successful outcome to your problems. The guidebook actually says here that the person who pulls this card is lucky. And it is having everything come together magically to solve problems so that it feels as if there was never an issue. Problem? What problem? No problem. Jug, light-hearted, carefree time. Here's the energy that's coming in. It feels like the Ten of Cups and the Sun, letting your inner child out to play. Theme park days, new video game feeling, champagne bubbles. Even if that is a little bit of elderflower fizz, it feels light and happy, and I've got goosebumps here, angel bumps. Good tarot. What advice should we follow? Page of Earth. This is a commitment to intend for prosperity in every form, not just monetary wealth, although it includes that. Look for the signs that say that what you're doing is starting to work, bringing in success, taking the next logical steps towards financial freedom and material security. Having a plan so that you know what to do next and you can move ahead steadily towards what you intend for. Seeing that you have the ability to attract all that you need. Patience, moderation in all things, including moderation. Jupiter's energy is expansive, but it's still being leavened here by Saturn, because Saturn's still retrograde. That energy is also easing, but the full leap forward in the collective energy is not quite yet, almost there. This energy is allowing us to taste the edges of success, see that what we've put into motion is possible, will work, get sure and certain on it, but not push or force, especially with Mars retrograde. Relax and allow. Everything we need is right there. All is well. Page of Fire. Your ideas have value and you should pursue them. Take the first steps on the path towards realizing those ideals. You can always revise your plans later, and if you're starting now, then you can revise plans in the next Mercury retrograde and use that energy positively. The feeling is that you're finding a true purpose by taking steps in a new direction that brings you much closer to being in alignment with who you really are, what you really intend to experience. Ten of Fire. Releasing anything that you have too much of without judging if those things are positive or negative. Moderation in all things, remember? Patience there. Letting go of any aspect of your life where you've overcommitted, decluttering, letting things and old energies go. Back to the spear there. Marie Kondo it all. Thank it and let it go with love. This is the energy of the autumn bonfire. The clearing and the cleansing before winter. Angel Tarot, what do we need to know? Page of Earth, and that's the second time that's shown up. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. This time the message is clear that there is financial good news coming too. Plans moving forward step by next right step. new interest, things that light you up, a new way to make your income perhaps. It is the page that's the first card to really take the Ace of Pentacles promise and move forward with it. The Emperor, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. This card is linked with the first of Jupiter's energy, paving the way so that you reap the rewards later in the second Jupiter card, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Here the luck comes out of logic, order and structure, and it ties in with the Page of Earth. I don't feel any imposition of your will on others at all in this energy. No steamrollering, as the Emperor sometimes can. It's all good. It feels fatherly, divine masculine, taking the lead and loving things into shape. You do need to set boundaries, limits, follow guidelines. The Moon, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Yeah, let go of fears and insecurity and turn inwards to find the answers. I know that sounds trite, but really there's still a pause here before Jupiter goes completely direct, and the Saturn energy is still at a red light, so there's absolutely no need to force or rush or leap forward just yet. You do have the insights and the intuition that will guide you well if you allow yourself to stop and listen, by which I mean make a point of meditating and write down your dreams so that you can interpret them later, even the scary ones. Sometimes the inner voice has to shout to get our attention. Let go of the fear that these dreams generate and look at the symbolism so that you can get the message and not have to relive the dream. And that's a direct message for me there too. Unity. Traditional viewpoints or methods. Spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like-minded friends. There's a group of people out there that are your people, your tribe, and they need your light. Although the Emperor told us to stay rigidly within the rules, and this card emphasizes the sort of structure that allows a social group to function so that the individuals don't disrupt it, don't be afraid to question how things are being done within your groups, your families, your society. Make sure that they're equitable to everyone, including people who you don't agree with, because two wrongs don't make a right. Everyday Witch Tarot to give us the best outcome. Ten of Cups, I was feeling that with the jug there. This is that happy, light, playful energy. Again, it is coming in for certain. Follow your heart and trust your intuition, because it's guiding you right. You've worked out how you can balance responsibility, duty, with the expansiveness that you felt was being squashed. And now you know how you can have both. The creative, happy, expansive, light-hearted, playful, with the duty and the responsibility. Like me balancing a parrot on my arm to type. The fun and the work at the same time. Five of Swords, creation, not competition. There's no point in going head to head over anything, even if it's something you believe in strongly. You've got too much to lose in that energy. Pick your battles. Is it really your fight? Is this something that you're watching and taking a side over just to keep yourself in the energy of competition? You might need to take a mainstream media break. Switch your head out of any fight that doesn't directly affect you. And don't brood over past battles either. Right or wrong, the past is gone. Choose to be happy rather than fighting to be proven right. The Empress. This goes well with the Ten of Cups energy. It's nurturing, creative, abundant, the divine feminine counterpart of the Jupiter energy of the Emperor. Pleasure and luxury and enjoying the good things in life, creative ideas, and that's a repeated message recently that's definitely in the collective. And as a contrast to the Five of Swords there, it backs up being in creation and not in competition. Don't bang your head off the brick wall of trying to change how other people are doing things. Go ahead and do it your way, create your ideal and flow into it. Eight of Swords. A little bit of the Saturn energy holding us stuck here, but we're not really. There's always a way out of the Eight of Swords. Watch for the negative self-talk. Watch your energy. Choose the higher vibrational thoughts. And not just because they'll bring our manifestations in. No, that's not how it works. Choose the better energy because it makes you feel better. Choose the happy thoughts, the happy, expansive, playful, making a game of everything, just for the sake of feeling better, being happy. Flowing in that Ten of Cups, creation over competition and love over fear. And that's how this blindfold comes off. Lenormand cards, red as a pair, to close out the reading and give me anything that I've missed. We've got the clock and the mask. Time for a new role, a new facet of you. It's a significant shift off of competition and fear, away from other people's battles and coming in to focus on your own desires and needs. The ability to take off the mask that you wear for other people and be your true self. Above all things, first to thine own self be true. That might be why we have the Eight of Swords here. A feeling of trepidation at stepping up into your own power and looking at things that mean something to you, rather than battles that you've taken on because you ought to be on certain sides of certain fights. Who's calling your shots? The mask is to the right here, which means that this new face, new facet to you, is bringing joy. Group 1, if you enjoyed the reading, please give it a thumbs up, which is the best support that you could possibly give me, so thank you. And while you're here, if you haven't already, do consider subscribing to the channel so that YouTube sends you a message whenever I upload a new pick a card reading like this one. And I'm moving on to group 2 now, so sending all my healing love and blessings to you and your loved ones. Bye now. Group 2, hello, welcome to your reading. Remember, it's a general reading, so take what resonates and just let the rest be. And your card is Chrysocolla. Chrysocolla, what it is: Chrysocolla forms near copper ore deposits, hence its wavy blue-green swirls left behind by the oxidized metal. Like other materials associated with copper, think telephone wires, Chrysocolla opens up channels of clear communication. Who needs it? Anyone entangled in the 24/7 fear cycle propagated by the politico-media complex. Those who can never find the right words. Where to put it? Hold it to your high heart and breathe. When to use it: when you feel small and vulnerable and are looking for someone to parent you, but then you remember that you're a grown-up, but it's cool because you totally got this. And the mantra is be your own mama. Tea leaf cards, the energies around each group coming into Jupiter Rect. How is our luck changing? The crown, honor and respect will come to you. I can feel straight away that you don't believe this. You don't think you deserve it, but you do. That might be part of the reason why this hasn't come in for you yet. You weren't in the energy of allowing it. So accept that you do deserve it. Arrow, you're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. You've been waiting for a sign as to a direction that you should go in, and I feel the hesitation, the tentative steps, wondering if you're doing the right thing. Well, that crown is the sign that you're on the right path, as is this. Where is that respect coming in for you? Where is that being mirrored? Because that's the path. That's the sign. Lion, time to act. Yep, time to get it going. This is laser focus in that one aspect of your life, and it'll be clear to you really soon if it isn't quite yet, because that hesitancy is all false evidence appearing real. You have the sign from the universe, the honor and respect. It's crystal clear. So now it's time to act. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Yeah, you've not been able to see the wood for the trees. Don't muddle through and hope. Get yourself organized. The rest of these cards are about reward from focused effort. The arrow is aimed. The lion targets prey. No muddled thinking there. Be organized. Make notes. Have a plan and a backup plan. Know the next steps before you take them. And that's going to ease this insecurity. Prepare for the success that you're intending for. Good tarot for the advice. The Sun. This card's subtitled Abundance in this deck. Everything is possible, and all the information that you need is lit up for you. This is the successful completion of projects, the assurance of growth. In fact, this card is the absolute essence of stop worrying and get on with it. Everything is working out for you. Everything is always working out for you anyway, but right now, this in particular is working out perfectly. Share the abundance, spread the love. Four of Earth, there are some firm foundations under you, even if you are stuck in that hesitation that I saw up there. You know why things had to happen as they have, to unfold in the way that they have. You get it, you grok it. Your security comes from that plan, that organization that you put into place, because you're no longer muddling through and hoping. You're taking the inspired action with intuition, in control. And you're using a wisdom that runs deeper than simple common sense. You are exactly where you are meant to be for the highest good of everyone. You always have that abundance that the sun promises available to you. The star, as if there was any doubt here. Inspiration, hope, feeling guided, encouraged by the circumstances that are opening up, an expansive Jupiter energy around you. You've been through changes often enough that you see that a clean slate isn't a scary empty space. It's pure possibility. And that from a clean slate, a blank mask, you can create anything. Specifically, for at least one of you, that this time to act is literal. Pursue the acting career. You now have the maturity to deal with the downsides of it. Three of Earth, collaboration, co-creation, again creativity, and also again the solid foundations that are under you. Yeah, you can trust it. It's not about to get pulled out from underneath you. The form that your intentions is going to take is being sketched in here. You can start to see how it's going to come out, and that learning curve isn't as steep as you feared that it would be. This is a team effort. I can hear you making a speech thanking people. Angel Tarot, what do we need to know? Three of Air, great sadness, take time to heal the need to forgive yourselves or other. Yeah, you did have your heart broken, past energy, which is something that it does take time to heal. You have to accept that it's impossible to stop contrast. Just because you go through grief and sorrow and heartache and heartbreak doesn't mean that the law of attraction isn't working, nor does it mean that you caused those things to happen. No blame, no guilt, be gentle with yourself and watch the self-talk. This is the energy that Solomon had the message on his ring for. These things too will pass. It won't ever go away, and it does change us, but it will get easier. Take the time that you need to heal and know that the energy around you is lifting. The sun is coming out for you. King of Water, open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. It is safe to open your heart again. The people around you are worthy of your love. You aren't the same person that you were when your heart was broken. You no longer need those hard, heavy walls up to protect you. A little of the holding on tight meaning of the classic Four of Pentacles coming in off that Four of Earth. Forgiveness is a huge thing of both yourself and other people, and you don't have to say a word out loud to everyone. Forgiving other people frees you, not them. You can shout it like a curse. Yeah, forgive you and the horse you rode in on. Yeah, that should be a thing. Queen of Air. Objective decision making, cleaning away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humour in a situation, clarity, optimism and humour. I can hear you whistling the Monty Python song, you know, always look on the bright side of life. See the funny side, lighten the energy by looking for the punchline. Vadim Zeeland says that if all else fails, switch to the comedy life track. Try laughing at the things that have niggled you. Before I got my power wheelchair and I was still struggling to walk everywhere, I used to joke that I was the stunt double for Frank Spencer as I tripped over my own feet on a flat floor. I do get the energy of Marie Kondoing the living crud out of any aspect of your life where you're muddling through and hoping, and that seems to be a collective message today. That clarity that lets you cut straight through the muddle and get clear on your plans. Do you notice the image on the card here looks like one of the unicorns out of that Three of Air. She's encapsulated that experience so that she can look at it objectively now. Hindsight's giving a different perspective to it all. Six of Fire. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. Again, the mention of public recognition that matches the crown. In fact, it matches the arrow and the lion too. It's a milestone, not the ultimate success. In the Six of Fire, we get back on the horse after the ticker tape's cleaned up and get back on with creating your ultimate success. A taster, a big sign of land before the ultimate long-term aims and intentions manifest in. It's pretty clear that you're going in the right direction here. Everyday Witch Tarot to give us the best outcome. King of Swords, the balance of intuition with reason and logic. No reason to think that there's any imbalance here. This king has mastered the intellectual. Here, there's clarity and stability. The Three of Earth promised that too. So it's been both decisive, no muddled thinking, and flexible. Not letting the plan or the desired outcome get in the way of the manifestation coming in a perfect way for the highest good of everyone in the Three of Earth team. Guidance from the angels, guides, ascended masters, higher self, label that energy as you like. Nine of Swords. I get that the negative interpretation is easier to believe. In the energy of having been hurt in the past, the good news here may feel too good to be true. The energy of Jupiter is always beneficial, retrograde or direct, always steady, always able to be tapped into, open and expansive, and beating like the music from the theme park or the party that you're heading towards. Here on this card, it's telling us that the fears are 3 o'clock in the morning fears, and that there is dawn and good news and happy things coming in. Look, sunrise, bird in the window. If you can allow these happy things in, let the worries go. That's part of the decluttering. Do that in any way that you can. And I think, again, that this clear plan, getting out of the energy of muddling through, will help. Ace of Wands, the clearest indication that this is a new beginning. The manifestation of passion. I prefer to think of this as a manifestation of pure intention. There's the shiny thing in front of you, and you know exactly what it is, like Abraham Hicks says. Are you knowing what you are wanting? And in this energy, it's a clear yes. And that's the first hurdle. Coming out of the muddle into clarity, and then getting your intentions clear. When you know what you want, then the universe can shift those mountains and pop it in for you. Muddled thinking brings mixed manifestations, but that's in the past. Six of Cups in the reverse. That's odd. I don't usually read reversals in this deck, but listen, this is life going stale, repetitive, humdrum. Being obligated to do what's expected of you, whether that's imposed from the inside out or the outside in. Yes, you need a plan, you need structure, and in some ways you need discipline, self-discipline, but you also need the space that will allow your inner child out to play. Classically, that comes in with the meaning of the sun too. That light-hearted, playful energy of the comedy life track. As the Queen of Air was saying, too much adulting and not enough play is not going to raise you happy at all. Growing older is mandatory. Remaining childlike is a choice, and that's childlike. Wonder and happy, play with your pets or cook your childhood comfort food. Watch things that make you laugh. Lenormand cards, and I've read these as a pair to close out the reading and give me anything that I missed. Stars and choice, that is lovely. There's guidance and healing here, reassurance and new inspirations, wishing on a star, setting the big intentions, and then allowing the inner guidance to take us up the stairs into a better situation. Because at the door at the top, we walk through into the stars. Optimism and ambition, time to act, that leads us up to the choices that will flow what we intend in for us. It's beautiful. It is at the very heart of this reading a choice. Accept the open, expansive energy that Jupiter is flowing in, and trust that it's all going to work out beautifully by making time to play and have fun. Let your hair down in positive, meaningful, healthy ways, or stay muddled and nitpicking over all your problems and hassles. The world is too much with us late and soon. Getting and spending, we lay waste our powers. That's not you, not the real you. Don't let the effort be all adulting. You deserve to live a little. It's playtime. Group 2, if you enjoyed the reading, please do give it a thumbs up and comment below with anything that resonated for you. And if you haven't already, then please do subscribe to the channel so that you get a message whenever I upload a new pick a card reading like this one. And I'm moving on to Group 3 now. So until next time, love and healing blessings to you and your loved ones. Bye now. Group 3, hello, welcome to your reading. Remember, it's a general reading, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. Your card is Hematite. What it is, Hematite is a metallic charcoal that takes its name from the Greek word for blood. Like blood, it's full of iron, and like blood, Hematite moves the good to where you need it and takes the bad away from where you don't. Who needs it? Anyone stagnating or spun out on something, like a new crush or a lifelong existential dilemma. Where to put it? Wherever you are when you realize it's time to come back to Earth. When to use it when you feel stuck, when it's that moon time of the month, when you want to pull energy from the earth below and use it to make big things happen. And the mantra is aligned to your wholeness. Tea leaf cards, and I ask them for the energies around each group coming into Jupiter direct. Throne, position of authority. You either have this already or are coming into it, and it feels like the synergy of the most positive aspects between Jupiter and Saturn, that you get or have got the chance to take on a role that has this leadership quality about it, and that this is a positive step and it allows you to delegate. Bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. It's in the bag. I just heard that crystal clear. Yeah, this is an important step, kismet, significant. But it is as a result of the effort that you've put in. You did this, you manifested it in. If you came here needing to hear about an opportunity, the answer is yes. And if not that particular one, then something better, just around the corner. Butterfly, a change for the better. Yeah, very positive changes coming in for you. You've been going through this shift in energy for a while, and now you're coming out the other side of it. Well, this card can sometimes mean that the positive shift is fleeting. I don't think so here. These other cards feel more permanent than that. Tower, yes. Solid foundation, success with effort. This is not like the Tower and Tarot. It's almost the complete opposite. This is solid. This is you building something that's lasting. It's also saying that this should be your intention, to build something lasting, to create something solid, worthwhile and tangible. And this does feel like it's career and finances here, and it feels good. Good, Tarot. What advice should we follow here? Moon. It might not feel like much is happening right now in your current circumstances, but there's a lot being lined up behind the scenes. Trust that your current circumstances don't reflect what's about to come in for you. It's your energy that's matching it. There are opportunities sitting in the shadows waiting for your light to pick them out, and you'll know when it does. So shine that light. Keep on doing what you're doing spiritually, energetically, because it's working. Three of Fire. this says right there in the guide that it means I am on the right path towards my success. This is opportunities again, and the message is to trust yourself because you have and you are making good choices. Creativity is underneath this, and that's a collective message that the energy we're in right now is expanding creativity in all sorts of ways, and that flowing it can create a lot of success for us. You're co-creating with other people here, bringing in the team, the soul tribe. Chariot. Again, this is success, victory. Do you believe it yet? This is everything you intended coming in for you, and being able to look back at contrast and challenges and see why they appeared, either as corrections in your vibration or as course corrections that you needed to make. This isn't a 6 of Wands victory, it's a 10 of Pentacles victory. This is solid, lasting step up, and it has been gradual. So gradual that I bet you can't see how far you've come, because it hasn't quite popped in yet, and you're still putting one foot in front of the other. All aspects of your life are essential to your growth, so keep that balance. Work, rest and play. Remember to have a little fun. Ace of Earth, the manifestation of abundance, the opportunity to do so, that you can take and do something with physically. Prosperity in its purest form, all forms of prosperity, being aligned with success. In the energy of it, you can use the resources available to you in order to create the maximum from the potential that's around you here, having all your ducks in a row, making an impact and then sustaining it. Angel Tarot, what do we need to know? King of Air, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. Don't be afraid to speak up. Use your voice. Do so with clarity and dignity, not shouting anyone down, allowing that clarity to shine through, and your message will be heard. This is motivational rather than adversarial. There's some advice that you need to take from someone who's qualified to give it, someone who you may have to pay for their time, but it will be very much worth it. Again, I feel clarity here, underlying this whole message. Things will come clear. Queen of Earth. Make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Practicality, doing things in a way that makes common sense. The other people, the team, being important and worth looking after and nurturing in the right way so that everyone has their needs met. Again, take time out to play and relax. Keep the work-life family balance absolute, because it's important. Having the confidence to deal with challenges and contrast in a warm, caring, loving manner that doesn't make anything worse for anyone. Knight of Earth, time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. Keeping it simple, just putting one foot in front of the other and keeping on doing that next right step, slow and steady towards this positive outcome. It's the slowest night, but this is the one that's getting the best, tangible, solid, lasting results. No flash in the pan, no one-hit wonder here. You have the plan all laid out, and all you need to do now is gather the team. Take the professional advice, look after yourself and your family and your team, and then put the plan into action, increasing abundance. 10 of Earth, 10 of Pentacles. A very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. And here's the abundance and the work-life balance in that perfect outcome, just like the Tower there was saying, and the throne and the bag for that matter. Those cards are this energy. This solid financial security, the lasting foundation of success, happiness that isn't just the single perfect moment of the 10 of Cups. It's deeper than that. The accumulation of 10 of Cups moments that you know are going to continue, a shift up in your base vibrational level, that means that it's more often happy than frustrating in your universe, having more than enough so that you can pay it forward in both wisdom and help and in material support, inheritance and inherited wealth. This whole reading feels like a completion, a done deal, something that you've intended for coming in fully formed and perfect as a result of your actions. You did this. Everyday Witch Tarot to give us the best outcome. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. It is a result of your actions, what you've put out coming back in for you. It's a head up, though, because you don't want to miss the opportunities around you in that moon energy because you can't see them clearly or know how good and positive they are. You need to feel this positive energy and allow it to guide you. Like the butterfly there, this does mean that there are positive changes coming in, just in case you didn't get that message from the rest of the reading yet. Two of Wands, this is you, the world in your hands. Don't get hit by post-achievement slump. From this base that you've built, you can breathe, secure, safe. Then you say, now what? Positively, and start the process again from the higher level, knowing that you know what you're doing and that you have help, and that it doesn't have to be so stressful. You're beating a trodden path in a lot of ways. Even if your new projects and opportunities are unique, you don't need to reinvent the wheel to get started on it this time. That's the thing, you're not finished. It may be a completion, but there's the next thing and the next. Oh good, more things to intend in. Three of Wands to match the Three of Fire. Here it's an expansion of your horizons. With this firm base under you, you can lift your head and really see all that life has to offer you right now. There's breathing space, a clearer overview, but again, this message of clarity. It's the new cycle after the 10, but it's telling me that what you've achieved is secure. You have no need to fear. The feeling is of movement, travel, and I think it's for fun rather than purely for business. Ace of Cups. As a counterpoint to the rest of the reading, pulling out the family aspect in the Ten of Pentacles too, there is deep and lasting love here and incredible gratitude, appreciation. You are blessed. This joy of fulfillment is wow. There's healing here too. This card is telling me that all of this wonderful positive energy is a gift from the universe, yours for the taking, but you have to accept it and allow it. In this energy of appreciation, make the effort to feel better right now, to allow it all in. Lenormand cards, read as a pair to close out the reading and give me anything that I've missed. Dice and Anchor. You couldn't make this up. Look, the dice is luck or chance, a risk that you choose to take, and how that turns out is read by the card that turns up alongside it. The feeling is playfulness, doing something for fun. The anchor was the way that the original game of hope that the Lenormand was developed from was one. Landing on the anchor makes you the winner, who draws the whole cash box. This tells me that the reading I just gave you was accurate. You win the game here. Your luck, the Wheel of Fortune, over the top of the work that you've already put in, is bringing something in, some opportunity, quite by chance, that sets you up in this position of authority and gives you this financial security and stability. You can't see it yet, but honestly, trust it. Keep on doing what you're doing spiritually, vibrationally. I have never pulled such a positive reading in my 35 years of reading tarot. Group 3. Wow, I do love giving good news. If you enjoyed the reading, please give it a thumbs up and comment below with anything that resonated for you. And if you haven't already, then please do subscribe to the channel so that you get a message whenever I upload and you pick a card reading like this one. That's it for me from this Jupiter's blessing reading. Until next time, love and healing blessings to you and your loved ones. Bye now.